The old man's back again. Alright, that's not good. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Oh, you're looking good. Welcome back. You're looking pretty nice. Leave your coat there on the coat hanger. Put your shoes at the door. Come on in. I got coffee and biscotti. Coffee and biscotti for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you as always for being here. It is Thursday night, 7:28. We're going to listen to some My Old Man with Ian Dury. I should say we're going to listen to some Ian Dury with the track My Old Man. Of course, off of New Boots and Panties, released 1977. I am partial to your abracadabra, had that fun step in the piano and in the movement of the whole track. I'm expecting more fun as we move on, listening to more Ian Dury. Thank you guys so much for, of course, recommending him in the first place, but also, for lack of better word, being interested, I guess. Thank you guys for enjoying it with me, because sometimes I find something I like, but not everyone finds something I like. And then sometimes you and me, we match up. We both swipe right or whichever way you're supposed to swipe, and it matches up. So let's, what am I talking about? Let's go ahead and listen to My Old Man, Ian Dury.
My old man wore three-piece whistles. He was never home for long. Drove a bus for London transport. He knew where he belonged. Number 18 down to Euston. Double-decker, move along. Double-decker, move along. My old man. Later on he drove a roller, chauffeuring for foreign men. Dropped his H's on occasion. Said go blimey now and then. Did the crossword in the standard. At the airport in the rain. At the airport in the rain. My old man wouldn't ever let his governors call him Billy. He was proud. Personal reasons make a difference. His last boss was allowed. Perhaps he had to keep his distance. Made a racket when he rowed. Made a racket when he rowed. My old man. My old man. My old man was fairly handsome. He smoked too many cigs. Lived in one room in Victoria. He was tidy in his digs. Had to have an operation when his ulcer got too big. When his ulcer got too big. My old man. My old man. 7 years went out the window. We met as one-to-one. Died before we'd done much talking. Relations had begun. All the while we thought about each other. All the best, mate, from your son. All the best, mate, from your son. My old man. My old man.
Okay. Let's get the obvious out of the way because most of you already know what I'm going to say, right? Duh, the bass. Yes, the bass is just this slow drip of dark brew that just constantly drips this slow funk. Just every hit is just this flavor bomb. It is so slow and melodic, and it takes its time as it moves from fret to fret and step to step. I love how in tune it is with Ian Dury's voice. And I love his soft spoken delivery here in this track as he's just kind of pondering to himself. He's kind of speaking and muttering to himself in memories of his father. I love that theme, and I love the idea within the music as well. I like how lyrically he's just frankly speaking about his dad, just speaking about what he did, his job, the people he may have run into, where he lived. And then we get, of course, a little personal twist there at the end with that conclusion. I also love the bright guitar amongst that deep bass. The drums seem simple, and in a sense they are, but they pop in the right moments along with all the music. But Norman Watt Roy on the bass is star. He is the star with the slides, the pops, like everything. It just works so well. And when the guitar kind of started, and we got some saxophone as well from Davy Payne. When the guitar started from Jankel, I couldn't help but think, has he been listening to a little bit of George Benson? Not exactly, but some of the playing style was kind of in that smooth realm that I love Benson, so that was a plus. But I really enjoyed this track, especially, like I said, that personal twist at the end. Which, let's just kind of go over some of the lyrics here really quick. My old man wore three-piece whistles. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming. Actually, I'm not even going to assume. I can click it. Let's see. Cockney rhyming slang. Whistle and flute suit. Okay, he wore a three-piece suit. He was never home for long, drove a bus for London transport. He knew where he belonged. Number 18 down to Houston, double-decker, move along, my old man. He's really frankly just describing. Oh, and by the way, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I made a huge discovery as we were listening to the music, and I kind of realized what he was talking about and singing about. Later on, he drove a roller, shuffling the foreign men, dropped his H's on occasion, said core blimey now and then, did the crossword in the standard at the airport in the rain, my old man. Never let the governors call him Billy. He was proud. Personal reasons make a difference. His last boss was allowed. Perhaps he had to keep his distance, made a racket when he rowed. My old man. He was fairly handsome. He was fairly handsome. He smoked too many cigs, lived in one room in Victoria. He was tightening his digs. Had to have an operation when his ulcer got too big. And then we get into this much more personal, close to the heart moment. 7 years went out the window. We met as one-to-one. Died before we'd done much talking, but, this is the stinger, but relations had begun. All the while we thought about each other, all for the best mate from your son, all for the best mate from your son, my old man. I love those last lines there. They hadn't talked to each other in 7 years, but they were coming back together. They were talking, they were beginning their relationship. He says relations had begun, but he died before we had really gotten to connect. But all the time that they hadn't talked to each other, they were constantly thinking about one another. I just think that that's so beautiful, and at least the spark was there as they were reuniting. I think that's beautiful, and I think the music presents this story in a very, very melodic and touching way. Question. Look at that album cover real quick. I'm going to look this up. In the white suit, is that Ian Dury's dad? And is that Ian Dury next to him as a kid? If that's the case, artwork. The photograph for the album's cover was taken by Chris Gabrin outside Axford's underwear and lingerie shop. The child, hold on. Reflection. The child next to Dury in the photograph is his son. Okay. So it is Ian Dury in the white suit and is his son next to him. I thought it was an old photograph of Ian Dury's dad, and that was Ian Dury next to him. I thought that's what it was. Funny though, Ian Dury said Baxter ran into the shot just as the photograph was taken, but in adulthood, Baxter said the photograph appears too posed to be impromptu. Gabrin said I only shot 24 exposures, and Baxter was just in 4 of them. As soon as the films were developed, in came round, and we immediately chose the same shot. We were so excited by the picture that we went straight into my darkroom and made the first print. There you go. Great, cute little picture. I love that. Great track as well, obviously. Let me know what you all thought of it. You can let me know in the comments below. If you'd like, you can follow me on Twitter. If you'd like, you can support myself, the channel, on Patreon. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye.